Disclaimer, this video is not made to show that I'm good at the game. I'm not a pro player and I never will be one. I just want to share my experience and things that I've learned in this game to save you up some time on improving. But if you're a sweaty 3000 plus elo tryhard, you're probably better than me and you won't gain any useful information from this video. I'm not a good player, but I'm definitely way better than the average CS player. So everything that is going to be shown in this video is just my personal experience and point of the view. If it's different than yours, please provide constructive criticism on the things that I said instead of being mad about an internet clown having a different opinion than you. Thank you so much for not skipping the disclaimer. When I watch videos of HaiX, I have confidence in the future. I'm confident that each video gets worse with every upload. Greetings! Recently my playtime in CS2 got above 16,000 hours. 16,000 hours is exactly 666 days. It's 1.8 years of non-stop playing the game. And even though I don't enjoy CS2 at all and I don't like the game, I still think that there are a lot of people who are trying to get better in this game and who are gonna benefit from the things that I've learned. First thing that I've learned is consistency. Consistency is everything in this game. It might be harsh truth, but if you're not ready to spend minimum of around 5 hours of playtime per day, all your dreams of playing high elo CS, good teams and achieving hubs like FPLC or even FPL are a delusion. People on high elo, and I mean high elo FACEIT, not matchmaking, are playing at least 5 to 8 games of CS per day. Consistently aim, train and watch demos to improve. So if you're not doing that, people will improve way faster than you are and you're just gonna be left behind. Let's take Donk as an example. The guy is young, yet better at aiming than the majority of CS pros. Team Spirit practices around 8 to 10 hours per day, and after that, instead of resting, Donk just goes and plays FACEIT. His FACEIT profile is public. I'm not making anything up, you can check it out yourself. He plays around 5 to 8 extra games of CS per day after his team practice, and that's why he's able to maintain his insane aiming shape. Matchmaking is a complete waste of time if you're trying to get better. Don't get me wrong, if you're a complete beginner, you're gonna have to spend some time in matchmaking to learn the basics, but after around 1000, maybe 1500 hours of matchmaking, you honestly shouldn't waste your time playing it, especially in CS2. You ever notice that not a single pro player ever plays matchmaking/premier? Not only because high ranks are full of cheaters in this game, but also because even if you take out all of the cheaters in CS2, the skill gap between a 3000 elo FACEIT player and a 25,000 premier player is insanely high, and I'm talking thousands of hours of experience. So it doesn't matter what rank you achieved in your 1000 to 1500 hours of playtime, if you want to go forward and improve, make a decision of abandoning matchmaking forever. You can't even imagine how many times I've heard it like, first I want to achieve global elite in matchmaking and wingman, then max rank in danger zone, then 30,000 rating premier, and only after that I will start going for FACEIT level 10. Why? It's absolutely pointless. Unfortunately, Valve will never be able to offer us a good matchmaking system, so the only way you can meet a good competition is a third-party platform like FACEIT. Not ES Portal, not ESA, those are complete garbage, only FACEIT. Before we continue, let me introduce today's video partner, Skin Club. But you have to be 18 plus to play on a site. They're one of the biggest case opening sites out there with instant withdrawal system. They got daily cases to open, lots of fun game modes to choose from, and a huge variety of deposit methods. I played on a site myself, and as you can see, I managed to profit in a matter of seconds. After that, I tried my luck in case battles where I instantly won in a 2 vs 2. And then, I withdrew my skins and immediately got them in my inventory. If you wanna check them out, use my link in the description for a deposit bonus, and now let's get on with the video. You are not racing anyone. What I need you to understand is that everyone comes from a different background and experiences before starting CS2. Some people will develop and improve way faster than you, and some will do it way slower. The last thing that will help your improvement is comparing yourself to others. Let me show you this delusional Reddit post that a viewer of mine sent to me as a good example.
So I've been playing CSGO for 600 hours and I'm really shit, like Silver Elite Master. And for some reason I don't want to get hours anymore. For no reason, it started off with me laughing at a Gold Nova 1 with 1000 hours. And now I'm starting to become that guy. But my first like 300 hours in the game weren't competitive. They were like deathmatch 1v1 death run with friends. I don't want to become like HaiX, who has 9,000 hours and he's literally shit.
So not only this guy is obsessed with hours and comparing everyone to everyone, he's also a complete typical delusional silver with zero understanding of how the game works. I mean, he even said it himself, his first 300 hours in the game were not competitive. How does he know how many of my hours or anyone else's hours in the game were competitive? But still, 5 years ago when this post was made, I already had global lead on all of the game modes, 3000 plus elo on FACEIT, and doing tryouts for HLTV teams. But it's only because I was pretty much no-lifing this game in attempts to become pro and get noticed. People with low experience in this game think that when you have 2000, 3000 or more hours, you should be a god tier player. Meanwhile, I know people with 10,000 hours who never made it out of Gold Nova. Not everyone plays this game for insane improvement, tryharding and ranking up. Don't compete with anyone, only with yourself. Try aim trainers, just try them. You can't even imagine how limited we are in terms of training on just deathmatch and workshop maps. Aiming consists of an insane amount of micro aspects, and the main problem is that every player is different and has different weak and strong sides of his mechanical skill. So why copy an aim routine of some pro or a YouTuber blindly without even understanding how it will affect your aim? I personally know a few people who got inspired to do Furious aim routine just because his aiming technique looks flashy and they ended up having a shaky aim. What I need you to understand is that some people have issues with tracking, some people have issues with strafing, some people have issues with flicking, and so on. Find your weak spots and search for an aim routine that is made to help you improve them. There are so many great aim coaches that offer free aim training videos in Kovacs and in aim labs. Even Elige made an aim tutorial where he included aim trainer into his warm-up. This is pretty much an unpopular opinion because most of the pros don't use aim trainers in their warm-up/practice, and the majority of the CS community are delusional idiots who just blindly copy what pros do. But I'm sharing my opinion with you, and if you try aim trainers, I promise you will not regret it. Our next topic will be about people who are seriously dedicated towards making it to the pro scene. It's about your role as a player on the map. If you never played Team CS or don't know in general, on higher levels of competition, people play dedicated roles and positions on the map. The roles are usually more understandable for city side, and they are main oper, main rifler/star player, open side anchor, close side anchor, and a rotation player. Also, usually open side anchor or close side anchor is the in-game leader of the team. If we take Mirage as the main example, A side player is the open side anchor, connector player is the star player/star rifler, window player is the main sniper, short player is a rotation player, and B side player is the close side anchor. If you know this, congratulations, you at least have a basic understandings of Team CS. In my last 8 months of playing CS2 on 25,000 Premier Elo and above, I've never had a single game where people played positions. They just randomly go places for no reason. Meanwhile, on FACEIT level 10s, people call positions before the game even starts. That's how important it is. So why am I telling you all of this? The answer is simple. 90% of the people want to be opers or main riflers, but the harsh truth is that it's extremely difficult to find a team for players of that role, while good anchors, rotation players, and especially IGLs are always needed. So if you want to have higher chances into making it to the pro scene, you might consider practicing for some more needed roles, especially IGLs. For my entire life, I played a role of a rotation player, and meanwhile this position won't get you as many kills as the main sniper or a main rifler, it actually provides a huge support for the team, and when I tried going pro, I never had an issue on finding teams who search for the players of my position. The next topic that I want to talk to you about are your devices. You probably noticed, especially recently, how everyone is going crazy about booting keyboards and Razer keyboards with their new snap-tap auto-strafe features. What if I told you that Valorant players and aim coaches have been using booting keyboards for years? CS community is super left behind in terms of using new and good devices because the majority of the community are blindly copying pro players who are sponsored by 2-3 big companies. I mean, what do we usually have? Logitech, Razer, Zoe? Meanwhile, you can't even imagine how advanced the technology has become, but CS players will never even try all this new amazing stuff because they're scared to experiment.
Oh, but Simple is using different keyboards, Modesty is using other keyboards, so I'm gonna use it as well.
I personally started experimenting with my devices over a year ago and found so many mice, keyboards and monitors that are way better and advanced than what CS2 pros are forced to use just because of their sponsorship contracts. My advice would be to stop blindly copying pros and do your own research when it comes to devices. You will be surprised how many good products are there and not for insanely high price, just because Nico and Monosy are using them. So far, those are my most important lessons that I've learned in 16,000 hours of Counter-Strike, and now this knowledge is yours. Of course, 99% of the people will forget about everything I said in this video by tomorrow, but even if it affects this 1%, I'm gonna be very happy. I really hope that this video helped you even a little bit, because it's always better when you have a chance to learn from someone else's experience. I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to this channel. God bless you. I'm out.